Hello, good evening. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian, and this is Strength and Swings. Lauren will be doing the warm-up. I wanted to steal it.
Okay, well, you better say it better.
Okay.
Try it again.
Strength and Swings.
That passes.
Okay.
We'll get started with a nice light body weight warm-up, and then we'll get into our kettlebell training. So we have our kettlebells off to the side, ready for use in a couple minutes. Today, you might notice I have a chair. Do you have a chair? Grab one. You're going to use it as a balance aid. So with your chair, your countertop, or anything stationary at your side, let's gently peel our foot up off the floor, bringing the knee to the front. With your hips level and staying level like a bowl of punch, gently pry that knee open to the side, feeling that glute fire up. Then use your adductor and pull that leg back to center. Repeat again. Knee goes to the side, hips stay forward. Now we'll bring that knee back to center. We'll keep the knee bent, brushing it behind us. Then like a lock and key, keeping our pelvis bowl of punch stationary, rotate that knee open to the side. The foot will come back underneath. We'll repeat. Knee comes to the front, pulling to center. One last time, brushing back behind us. Then rotating open, knee side and in front. Knee side. Then returning it to the front, brushing it back to parallel, and straightening the leg underneath. Nice. Before we change places, let's gently push into the floor and grow up to a nice rise on our demi points or our lunge feet here. Try to keep your kneecaps straight, your hips forward, your core brace, and hold this position for 3, 2, and then keeping your knees straight, slowly find the heels towards the floor. 3, 2, and down. Shake it out, turn around, change sides, dance about. Repeat the same thing. So standing tall on the inside leg, peel your foot off the floor, knee to the front. Keeping that foot underneath you in that deep knee bend, pry that leg open to the side. Hips are still pushing forward. Use that adductor, bring the leg back to center. Repeat again. Knee opens to the side, feel that glute engage, and then pull that leg back to center. From there, keep the knee bent, brushing it back to parallel. Staying square forward. Rotate, open the leg in the socket, knee comes to the side, foot stays underneath you, pull back to center. Repeat one more time, keep that knee bent as it passes underneath. Rotate, key in a lock, knee comes to the side. Pull the leg to the front, keep the knee bent, brushing it underneath, and then straighten out under. Again, let's push into the floor to find a balance, pushing up to that lunge foot that we'll have later today while we do some lunges, and then slowly keeping those knees straight, descend, finding the heels. Whew. Shaking it out to Ian for the upper. Oh, thank you, prop manager.
Take that off to the side. At the upper body here, let's just start with the head, neck in our rotations. Rotation, I'll look to the right.
I'll look to the left.
And then sniff the armpit. Then find the sternum or center of the body and look straight up. Then look out to the other side this time, then down the wall, sniff the armpit, find center, and pull, looking straight ahead. This time, look to the wall and down to sniff the armpit.
Did you go the other way?
Other side, you got it. Then we'll look up through center this time, then out to that original side, down the wall. Optional sniff on the armpit, find center, and reset. Same actions through the rib cage. With the shoulder blades in retraction, let's add our rotation first. A side bend and circle around to the front, keeping the rib cage stacked on the hips, pull up through center. Next, add that rotation, side bend to the back corner, and then rotation to center and up. Repeat one more rotation to that original side, side bend to the back, and then lift up and over the back to return the rib cage with the shield intact. And last time rotation, side bend, and then that reverse back bend again, and pull back down to center. From here, we'll get to the floor, a little knees over toes. Lauren, warm this up nicely with those feet. So get the knees over the toes and find that demi point. Then place the heels down. Could you get lower? And then same thing. Find that demi point. Quads are burning. If not
Quads are
yet, maybe
burning.
soon. Then heels down, extend the hips through. This time we'll go all the way to the floor. It says knees over toes first. Then the heels lift up to assist our down. Knees down, hips through. Crack a walnut, brace your shield, and to Lauren for a quick wrist warm-up.
Wrists, we're going to be doing some get-ups later, so extend your arms. Reach forward, protracting or rounding your shoulders forward. Now don't bend your elbows, pull your blades back into retraction, keeping your elbow pits facing towards the ceiling. Hinge on the hips, fingertips find the floor. 8 fingertips right now. From the pinky to the index, roll through those fingertips. Pinky, index, index to pinky. Now keeping those elbows straight and shoulders packed, find the callus line to the floor. So just your 8 fingers are on the floor. Keep those elbows straight, place your palms and your thumbs down. From here, let's pull on the floor, drifting shoulders towards over fingertips or wrist extension. Then use your fingers to press yourself back. As you press back, keep that tailbone long and tilted towards the ceiling, sitting back into that squat position. Repeat, pulling on the floor, keeping your elbows straight, drifting forward, and then pressing yourself back, keeping that nice long spine. Do it one more time. Pull on the floor using those lats, and then press this time, flicking the floor away. Flick and shake. We'll do 1/4 turn of those hands for the get-ups. So fingertips face sideways. Fingers come down first, callus line, and then palms. Push your right fingers into the floor, sending yourself to the left. And then left fingers into the floor, sending yourself to the right. Palms stay heavy on the floor. Use those fingers to transfer weight from side to side and keep your elbows nice and straight. Come back to center. With straight elbows, push the palms away from the floor and then flick the fingertips and shake out.
Shook. From there, let's step forward in a lunge. Hiya. Is your hips hiked? Are they tucked, scooped? We want a little bit of everything here. So let's start with the level hips. Then with both hips, tuck under. Now keep that back leg. The one that you can't see on Lauren is in that posterior tuck. And then for 5 seconds here, suck that femur head in, tipping this hip to the cow-like or anterior hip position. Then open that leg out to the side. Repeat that same effort. Level those hips. Then posterior tuck. Keep the back leg in that tuck as you try to gently tip the tailbone back on that flexed hip side being this leg for me and Lauren's right. From there, just take a hand across the chest. Add that rotation of the head first, my bad. Head, then rotate torso. We'll go right to the floor from here like our windmill in the get up. Place the hand on the floor. Then look at the hand on the floor and rotate the rib cage to close or set your sternum or heart faces the ground. Then look to the ceiling, rotate through the rib cage. Repeat one more time, looking at the head first to the hand. Then retract those shoulders, keep the shoulder blades back. And last one, look with the head to the ceiling, rotate the body, and then push the floor away. Head to center, shoulders center, legs, hips next, and then underneath, set up the same effort on the other side. If you're hip hike like John Travolta, let's pull it back down to level. Then with both hips posteriorly tuck. Whew, that opens up this load for me. What about you? Mm-hmm. Then keep that back leg tucked under and pull that femur head into the hip, tipping this hip towards a cow posture. Then keep that in mind as you open that leg to the side. Readjust those hiked hips to sit level, and with both hips, scoop under. Whew, squeeze your bum on this back leg. Open up that hip flexor quad, and then anterior tip of that elevated hip to pull that femur into the hip socket. Then the leg that's facing lateral, cross the hand with the chest. Then look to the over the leg side. Then rotate the same direction with the upper body. Hinge on the hip. Place a hand on the floor, and then look towards the hand on the floor. Rotate the torso next. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing or retraction. Then look to the ceiling with the head. Open through the body. Take your breath, and then exhale, look down. Then rotate through the torso. Keep those shoulder blades back. And last time, looking up with the head. Finishing with the body, pressing the floor away. Then rotate the head to center, shoulders to follow, legs come in next, and then back to the hands for one quick plank before we get that kettlebell out. Fingertips, calluses, and hands. Set up your high planks tension. For 5 seconds, pull your right hand to the right leg. Create this isometric high tension hold, just like in your swing.
1.
Then do the same thing on the left. So pull that left foot with a butt squeeze
3,
to the
2.
straight elbow on the left, and then knees down. No child's pose. If you need rest, tip your tailbone to cow. Then one more time. Get to that high plank. Now pull your right hand to the left foot for 4, 3, 2. Then pull your left hand to your right foot for 4, 3, 2. Then knees down and tailbone tip. For one more time, think those parallel lines as well as those X diagonals. And for 10 seconds, let's do it all. High plank, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm pulling my right hand to my right foot, my left hand to my left foot, but then also my right hand to my left foot, and then my left foot to my right hand, and then tip your tailbone like a cow. Walk the floor back. Hinge up. This is our kettlebell class. Let's use that hinge. Push the hips through. And now I have, as Lauren does, a light and a heavy load. I recommend we start with that light load. Lauren will take us through some series of bottoms ups, as well as some core holds for those legs.
Excellent.
Let's get it going.
So getting your bell out front. I have my lighter bell of the two, as Ian mentioned. We're going to be working with our bottoms up for the next 3 rounds. Our bottoms up will be hinging on the hips, gripping close to that pinky side, but not on the corner of the bell. Pack your shoulder. Push some weight straight down to your bell first. Then sit back a little bit, swing through, pop that bell upside down. Right now, holding in that rack-like position, so the vertical forearm, the elbow in tight, and that other hand just to be there in case you need it. I always find this first bottoms up tough. Squeeze your butts, brace your core for 3, 2, keep it tight to the body to park the bell. Back out front. Shake it off. Same thing, second side. Use your hinge. Pack that shoulder, grip close to the pinky side, push your weight straight down first. Then a little shift back and bop, upside down. Feel that plank tension as we're here in this bottoms up position, keeping the elbow in tight, have vertical forearm, bracing but breathing for 3, 2, keep it tight to the body and park. Whether you decide to use that bell or a slightly heavier bell, we're gonna warm up our single arm swings today. Starting first with our stop hike passes. We'll hinge, grip that bell as we would for a single arm swing, pack the shoulder. Pull the bell to the zipper, hike pass, park. Repeat for 2 more. Pull, park, pull, park, bell goes down, up without. Shake, pass it on, other side. Hip hinge, pack shoulder grip, pull, park. We're staying in that hinge position the whole time, keeping the same levelness, parking that bell up with control. Levelness.
Levelness.
Whew. We're gonna add on that bottoms up and we're gonna add a move. So if you feel like you could move while holding that kettlebell in your bottoms up position, we'll be stepping into our squat stance, performing a 1 squat, and then putting the bell down. If that feels like too much, practice just stationary bottoms up hold. Hip hinge, grip close to pinky side. Pull and back, upside down. Adjust your feet as needed. Keep the elbow in tight as you pull yourself down, and then up to tall. Use your hinge through, park. Second side. Hinge grip, pack shoulder, sit back, swing, pop, control your bell. 1 squat, pull down, and hop, through, and park. All right, Ian, stop swings, single
Stop
arms.
swing. 3 repetitions again, and take it from that hike pass position to end up in that tall, extended arm out front. And either
Top
this
of
arm
swing.
is at the side, like an imaginary rack. It could also be out front. 3 repetitions, stop swings. Grab the bell, tip it on the incline. Hike it, and 1 swing, park. Repack the shoulder. pull, pop, and park. Repack the shoulder, find that tension, last repetition. That's 3, and barehanded up. Little shake, reset your stance, repeat. Hip hinge, grab the bell, pack a shoulder, pull, and park. Breath in, breath out,
Whoa,
park.
swung that a little high.
And last one, and return.
Got a little excited there.
Those sighs of relief after and the hi-ya moments throughout aim to highlight that tension and to promote the relaxation.
We're going back
As
to
Lauren
our
does the hand jive there.
going back to our bottoms up position. And this time we'll rack it into that bottoms up. Leg you can touch, drop back into that lunge, and then up to tall, place bell down. Or go back to the squat with the bottoms up, or hold your bell bottoms up. Here we go. Hip hinge. Grip close to corner. Push straight down, pack shoulder, swing through. Pop. Keeping it there. The leg you can touch, just like your get up. We'll step back to lunge. Up to tall, through, and park. A little tricky. Take your breath, shake it out. Second side. Hip hinge grip, pack. Swing through, pop. Leg you can touch. Drop back lunge, and then up to tall, through, and park. One last set of stops, but stop cleans.
Stop cleans is a similar movement as that stop swing, but instead of that tall extended arm, ending up with it in that rack position as if to press it next. Tame the arc on the swing. Zip up that coat. Let's address your bell. Get a firm grip. Breath in, pull, zip up the body, return it to the floor. Pull, zip up the body, return to the floor. Last one, hip through, and return. Barehanded up. We need that firm grip to pull, but then that light release of the grip to push the hand through. Let's repeat that same effort on the other side. Firm grip, breath in, pull, and thread the needle, and park. Pull, thread that needle through the handle, or rather your hand through the handle. And last one, hips through, catch, and return. Barehanded. Nice.
All right, now it's time to put all those things together.
Put it together.
So today's pattern is going to be a swing, a clean, a press, a lunge, and then placing it down. We'll add our reps on the way up, take some away on the way back down. But with today's pattern, it's going to be I go one side, Ian goes one side. I go the other side, Ian goes. Pick one of us, join one of us, rest with the other person. Always take your time to rest. I will start with one swing, one clean, one press, one lunge. Round 2 will be 2s. Round 3 will be 3s, and then 2 and 1. Here we go.
Lauren's staying with that same bell. I'm going to take this opportunity to challenge myself with the heavier, but I will keep that one by in case I start to fatigue or fail, which is possible. Hopefully not, but you never know. Let's work together here. Great set, Lauren. So again, we have
so Team
a
Ian
swing.
here is doing one swing. One full swing, one full clean, pressing the bell. Then just like your get up, the leg you can touch is going to drop back all the way, transfer that weight to the floor, stand up, bell comes down. Team Lauren, second side.
Whew. It's that swing out front. Then zip up the coat to the rack, adjust your stance as you need, overhead press, leg you can touch, drops back as exhibit Lauren shows, and pull that load back down.
Excellent. Team
And let
Ian.
it go.
Second side, singles. Keeping that shoulder packed through your swing as well as through your clean and using the core tension, the ab brace to get that bell towards overhead. Control the down, hop the up, pull it down, and park. As promised, we're adding a rep. To add a rep, we're gonna go 2 swings, 2 cleans, 2 presses, but keep the bell up on press number 2, 2 lunges. Here we go. Swing, swing.
That time under tension to improve our strength and endurance.
Clean, clean.
2 swings, clean, and then another clean. From here, press, full overhead, pull down. Time it with that core tension. A controlled lunge to tall stand. Repeat that for your second rep. Tall stand, pull down, return to the floor. And if you rested with Lauren, let's do it together with me.
West with me.
Rest with Lauren.
And go with Ian. Ready? Swing, swing. Pack shoulder. Swing 1. Swing 2. 2 cleans. Zip. And zip. Press 1. Pull it down. Press 2. Keep it. And do your 2 lunges. That available leg will step back. We're practicing that because we have some get-ups later today. And I like to keep it consistent and not forget what I did the last set. Parking that bell with control. If you were resting like I was, other side, swing, swing.
We like that 1-to-1 work-rest ratio. Lauren's doing 2 swings, then 2 cleans. Giving yourself that time in between allows you to recover and stay strong throughout. That's her first, and now second press. Drop back in that lunge, power up to tall stand. Packing the shoulder, straight elbows, looking so strong. Probably feeling a little tired. That's okay. Great stuff. Let's do it again.
All right, Team Ian. Second side for 2. Swing, swing. That hike pass. Always getting back to that hinge position. 2 cleans. Zip. And vertical forearm. Press 1. Pull it back down. Create that tension to press 2. And then make sure you have room. Step back lunge. Up to tall. If you're finding that overhead lunge, that arm starts drifting forward or your elbow bends, you can always perform those lunges while holding the bell in the rack position. All right, that was completion of round 2.
2 twos.
3s, 3 swings, 3 swing clean, 3 press, 3 lunge.
3 reps, it's that hard clean after 3 reps of your swing. So cleaning now, up the body. Avoid that twist on the clean. Keep those hips coming straight through the middle. Adjust your stance for those presses for 1, 2, and 3. And as Lauren said, perhaps rest in that racks position in that lunge. The overhead is quite challenging. Build your strength. Check in always. And last rep for Lauren. Little out of breath for Ian. Slow down. Add that shake and sigh. And our first set of 3.
Putting that bell down with just as much control as you. Pick it up. 3 swings. Use that breath as those hips snap through. That goes the same for your cleans. Drive hips through forward, as Ian said, both hips drive through. That light punch, and then your 3 press. Use that tension. Feel the feet root, feel the glute squeeze, and then your 3 lunges, keeping that bell overhead.
Thank you for that cue.
As you can see from Ian's side body here, he's stacked. So his bell, his head, his shoulder, his hips are remaining stacked the whole time. If you feel your butt shooting out behind you, you might want to perform those lunges in the rack position. Try to keep the hips underneath.
Nice.
Second side.
Like in that lunge warm-up, those hips are forward, tucked under. 3 swings for Team Lauren, that's your third. Now clean it up the body. Slow down with that breath to rest. 2 clean. Third in there as well. Lauren adjusts her stance. Do what you do. Know your stance. Go to it. Work for your strength here. 3 reps. Overhead, she knows. 3 lunges with slowness and tall stand for control. Number 2. Number 3. This set right here for me, this is gonna be my hardest one. 3 reps on this. Lauren's never worked me so hard with this bell. I'm hoping and knowing and visualizing it's gonna work.
Surprise, surprise. Second side, 3 reps. Great. Sometimes I think of things that are important to say and then I forget them while I just remembered. When we're getting to this lunge position, we're finishing up the cleans here, and then your 3 presses. When you're doing your lunge, think about using both legs to help you up. You're pushing forward and back into the floor to create tension in order to stand up. So as Ian steps back, as he pushes back to tall, he's pushing forward and back, driving up. Using both the back leg and the front leg. Don't try to single leg squat this up. It won't work. Well, it might for one, but it'll limit you. We hit our peak at 3, We're coming back down 2s and 1s.
The very technical term of upsies, downsies. It's 2 swings now. And a swing, followed by 2 cleans. Slow down the breath and match the breath for those who are working here. 1 press, 2 press. Take your time. Drop down, knee touch, out of breath. Holy cow. 2 strong reps there, Lauren. Pull it down. And return. Okay.
Take your time. Wipe your brow.
Okay, I'll take my time.
No,
Oh,
I take my time. You get to go, Team Ian. 2s, 2 swings. That off arm swinging with you. 2 cleans. Zip, and 2 press. Butts, abs, lats, feet. Really everything's working when you lunge. Try not to grind your teeth though. Save the jaw a little bit. That's for sleeping.
hopefully not that either.
And then pull the bell down and park with control. 2s.
High tension and high relaxation here. Shake it out in between. That's 2 swings, followed by Lauren's second clean right here as well. Now press, pull down, press again. Heavy feet, tension through the butt. Lauren alluded to that press up, but again on the down, use both feet to scissor or pull yourself down with control. And return. And enjoy that rest.
Team Ian, second side, last time at 2s, however you want to say it, 2 swings, 2 cleans. Both hips come through on those cleans, no twisting here. 2 presses. Nice, controlled up and up. Nice. And that step back, the leg you can touch, keeping those back toes. You didn't lunge, man.
Oh, shoot.
Color commentary, you didn't even.
Oh, I was just happy I didn't fail on those presses.
Oh, we celebrate the wins when we get them.
I'm sorry. Team,
Singles.
we'll get that next time. So here we go. This is the last set, so one of everything. Swing, clean, press, leave it overhead, unlike me. Drop in the lunge to your tall stand. Pull it down. Same thing for us. Don't forget the lunge. Probably only talking to myself there, and that's okay.
Swing it.
Hinge.
Clean it. Press it. Lunge it. Good one. And up. Nice. Pull it down with control. Park it. This is our last time on singles. Here we go.
Swing. Clean. Full press. Nice and controlled lunge. Press away with both feet to stand. Pull it down. Aha. You could do that again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I'm just
One more for us.
working with my medium weight bell today, making sure things feel okay for me and seeing how I recover before I get a little heavier the next time we do this. Heavier kettlebell, that is. Up to tall.
I'm making up those extra 2 reps here.
If you're following Ian, don't get confused, because then he just did 3.
I didn't want to get chirped on the way home, so I just finished those extra 2 lunges there.
We did both sides there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Upsies, downsies.
All right.
Great job.
Great job. High fives all around.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what would a strength and swings class be without get-ups?
It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be. That was the right answer.
Gotta
Good.
do it.
All right, now
Want to do it.
I have on the board here a little bit today, 2s in a row to start, then some singles, then maybe some 2s again, and maybe some singles. But let's start with 2 and see where that takes us.
Nice.
Whether it's the same belly we're using, slightly lighter, slightly heavier, going body weight just to pattern your get up, you choose. But let's start on the floor. Get your bell out.
Get that cuddle going.
And we're doing 2 in a row on the first side. So spending a little more time under this kettlebell, making those presses even stronger. Here we go. From the cuddle to the roll to the press. 1 full get up, 2 full get ups. Use that hip drive. Finding your hand, bridging and sweeping, pressing the floor away and to tall. Control that lunge down as we did in all those sets previous. Once you get to your back, keep the bell up in that firing range position and repeat a full get up again on the same side. If you get to halfway and feel like that's enough, continue back down. Otherwise, continue controlling that bell, rotating around it, and finishing with control. Pull down and return it to the floor. Take a couple seconds off. Spin yourself around.
And it looks like we're gonna do that again.
You're right. Because we gotta be even.
Yep.
We don't wanna walk in circles our whole life. One side stronger, that'd be confusing. Here we go. Cuddle. Roll and press. Yep. Get up. Hip drive. Keep that shoulder packed as you sweep. That back toe's tucked already so that when you lunge, you're ready to go. Controlling the bell, rotating around, stacking that shoulder before you sweep, and control. Repeat. Looking at your bell as you go here, breathing as you need to. Doing lots of lunges today. Sweep, elbow, and down. Cuddle.
I was about to ask, where are the squats? But I'm glad I didn't, because Lauren's right. We're doing an awful lot of lunges here today.
I thought I'd switch it up today. We squatted last week.
I know.
Thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, a little bit of that specialized variation. It's always a little bit the same, a little bit different, but using those same loads and multiple tasks to know that we're getting stronger.
Stronger.
And I like this set. It's a 1 and a 1. Back to the original side. Give it that cuddle.
All right.
Pack your shoulder. Cuddle, grip, roll and press. 1 up and down. It's that hip extension. Tall sit. We bridge. Sweep. Press the floor away. Square up the body. Tall. Stand. Then drop down, pulling yourself low. Windmill. Sweep the leg to the tall sit. And to the firing range. 2 hands. Cuddle. Switcheroo. 2 down, 1 down, and a half, I guess, down. And 1 more time on this other side.
Fractions.
Whew. There we go. So grip it. How are you feeling with your bell? Feel free to drop down a load or use your body weight. Take time, press, and hip extend first. Tall sit next. Bridge, sweep. Find the lunge to tall overhead. And drop down with control. Open windmill, hand finds floor. Sweep, elbow to the back and down to the cuddle. Here we go. Upsies and downsies. It's been a theme today, and if I look at that menu board correctly, I think there might be 1 more set of 2 get-ups coming up here.
You got it.
Whew.
Another round of 2 in a row, if that's for you.
Time under tension.
If not, do 1 each side, take
down.
a break. Do 1.5, do 1 with a weight, 1 body weight. I bought you enough time. Let's get back to it.
Okay.
2 in a row. From the cuddle, we roll and press. As we go here, each move stays distinct and purposeful, moving around your bell, looking forward as you lunge. And then once you come back down, take that step, rotate, and start looking back up at the bell. Always to the back, keeping the bell up. 1 more time, in a row on this side. Breathing. And both legs. 1 more down here with control. Stacking shoulders, sweeping. Elbow, press away from the elbow. And finish. Placing the bell down. We're steaming it up in here.
I know. It's a cold day. Kettlebells definitely keep you warm.
All right. 2 in a row on that second side. Did you start with your dominant hand?
I did.
Yeah, me too.
I did. So here we go.
Fully dominant side.
Strong and stronger. Here we go.
Here we go. Second time, 2 in a row. Hip drive. Finding hand. Moving around that bell. Keeping that elbow nice and locked out and straight. Those hips are a bowl of punch, other than this position right here that you spill that punch bowl. Trying to keep them level through the lunge parts. One more time on our way up. Take your time. Finish strong here. To our back and park the bell. Oh, get-ups. I really do like them.
Love them.
You know, I had a 1-1 with a question mark next to it because I didn't know our timeline, but cha-ching, it looks like we have time.
Okay.
I don't know if cha-ching is a time
Looks like
sound.
we're not quite done yet.
So one more time.
One.
One.
That sounds so easy by now.
No problem.
All right, let's do it. Cuddle it. Start with that cuddle. It allows us to pack the shoulders. Then roll and press and extend. Tall sit. Bridge. Sweeps. Full tension on that lunge. And again, pull ourselves down. Keep that back hip extended. Rotate. Sweep. Elbow. Floor. Whew. That wasn't very easy being the last one. A little fatigued. But finishing with integrity, I know with just a couple moments rest here, I can do that one more time, Lauren.
Good.
You?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Lauren. Of course.
I mean, maybe not 100 more, but a couple more. All right, last get up of the day here. Starting strong in that firing range. Using that hip drive. Pressing away. Sweeping through. Last lunge of the day. Control that down. Rotate around that bell as you hinge. And sweep. And elbow. And press away to finish. 2 hands. Cuddle. Woo! Excellent times there. Great. Give yourself a little space. We'll finish with a couple stretches here. I liked last week that we finished in our split position.
Ooh, yeah.
So let's come on down. Now just for a little added bonus, bring your legs together. And now try to actively lift them into that split position. So start with one and move it a little bit open. And then start with the other and move it a bit open. And then could you move them a little bit more and a little bit more?
Not really.
Yeah. All right, so we're hanging out here. We have that nice long spine with that slight anterior tip of the hips versus being dumpy on our low back. If you need, prop your butts up with some pillows or some blocks. Trying to sit right on the edges of those femur bones, so right on your sit bones there. Either we have pointed feet or flexed feet. Be one, don't be halfway in between. Let's come back to the head neck. Gently sitting up tall. Rotate over a shoulder. Let's pull those blades together. And then back to center. And rotate. And back to center. Now with your nose as your pivot point, a light ear towards the shoulder. And then use that long side to pull your head back on straight. Repeat the other way. Ear towards the shoulder. And then back to tall. With those blades staying lightly retracted and your spine staying long, could you walk or hinge a little bit forward? Breathe. I like to shift my weight a little bit side to side so my rib cage is sliding here. And then bring yourself back up. Now from here, we're going to do a light side bend. So either with an arm across your chest or towards overhead. Let's gently side bend over. If it feels okay here, maybe take that arm, reach up and over. Try to keep that shoulder packed as to not shrug the shoulder in the ear. Breathing and lengthening out that side body into the rib cage. And then bring yourself back up to tall. And repeat on the other side. Try that light side bend. If it feels good, add that reach over. Whoops. Sometimes the muscles get stuck in the shirt. Reach and breathe. And then bringing yourself back up to tall. Finishing with one more hinge or walk forward. Taking a couple seconds here. And then pressing through center. bringing your legs back underneath and saying our goodbyes for tonight, at least. Until next time. Thanks for joining us. My name's Lauren.
I'm Ian.
And this was our Strength and Swings class at 4:05 live or in the archive.
Our next live experience is Thursday morning at 8:15, where we will use the bar to work on our balance, our grace, and our tension and toning techniques with inspiration from the ballet. We stay strong, we train with you, and
we'll do it again soon.
We'll do it again.
Until next time, take care, stay strong, and train soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.